Angela, do you have a favorite memory you can share from playing video games when you were younger?
When I was younger, let's see, when did video games come out? Maybe I was, a little bit mature, when I started that. We want to go all the way back to hopscotch. No, that wasn't a video game. No, but Pac-Man, that was my favorite video game, when it came out. And I remember being obsessed by it, and whenever I'd see it, I get very excited and exuberant and, loud playing it, but enjoyed it.
What are your thoughts on how far games have come since then?
They've come a tremendous distance since then. They've just become more, realistic, more sophisticated, more exciting, daring. The technology, it seems, is just grown by leaps and bounds. So very exciting.
What was it like working on a video game for the first time?
That was crazy. You don't know all that goes on behind the scenes to make that game come to life. All the different layers that are required. All the different hands that go into it. So it's a little bit of a learning curve from doing movies, but I mean not so different because there's a lot of creativity and make believe. For lack of a better word. But I enjoyed it tremendously, on the set because every day was brand new. It wasn't something I had absolutely done before. So it's like being just a new kid on the set.
How did performance capture compare to your work in TV shows like American Horror Story, or movies like London is Falling?
Well, let's see. London Has Fallen. London Has Fallen was a great deal of green screen. You're in a real car. Motion cap. I was behind a little steel desk, not a real desk as we know it in an office, but something that simulates a desk. More to say, no one that I'm really speaking to, at least in London Has Fallen. I had, 2 or 3 guys in the car with me. But what we're reacting to, the danger, the peril, that was all. We relied on the director to heighten the suspense or to make sure that we were all in the same world and the stakes were really high. So I couldn't be, lackadaisical if if the guy is like screaming and bloody murder, I couldn't be like, so we had to put us all in the same world on the motion cap. In this particular instance, it was just me. So I didn't have to, I couldn't react off someone else, but I did have to also rely on the director to get me exactly in the world. What are the stakes? How high are the stakes? Am I meeting them? Am I falling below? So reliance on the director in that situation.
What type of time commitment was there for the motion capture?
Actually, the motion capture, with the suit on, that was one day. Then there was another day for just the facial capture, and then a third for a more in-depth capture of the face, and then an additional day for dialogue. So a total of four intense days.
Can you share any stories from working on this game in the Mocap Suit during the whole process that really stood out to you?
They had to capture, I guess, my character 6 in Rainbow Clancy's Rainbow Siege doesn't have a lot of movement because indeed I sit behind a desk. She's the boss. She's in control. She's giving them the intel. Giving them so that they can go out there and quell this danger. So I didn't have a lot of motion, like getting into helicopters or running and this kind of, which I was sort of looking forward to, having seen, Kevin Spacey and some others doing their thing. But there was a little of, I guess they had to track me for some reason, with T formation and lunges, and I don't know, I got a little workout along with it. Didn't expect that at all.